I'm live. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was live. I did not know I was live, but now that I'm live, let's get into this. I'm probably gonna regret doing this live stream when I go to bed. But let me share this on my other platforms. I might regret going live, but real quick, I promise it's gonna be 30 minutes tops. 30 minutes tops. Let's talk about this topic. I'm reading this article about the jab can be less effective against this new strand. And I want to share that with you all. Also, want to share some information with you about the conference. Right. So let me stop right there. We're going to get right into this because Eastern Central Time, it is 10:35. But people on the East Coast and West Coast never sleep, from what I heard, right? Never sleep. Return this message. I'm communicating with someone about my NFT collection. Hello, Dr. Forms. Hello, Dr. Forms. My business partner. We have a wonderful business in a wonderful way. We offer wonderful services and we get wonderful pay. Someone says no crash talk. Well, I actually live streamed, I think twice yesterday, talking about Bitcoin. It went to 44,000. Now it's back at 49, right? It's 49,000. So I'm like, what crash? But yeah, took a 20% overnight Friday night. I already discussed that already. You can go back and watch some of my live streams as we had the full moon on Thursday night. There's definitely, I believe that moves and affects the crypto market. Along with this news that I'm about to share with you all. So make sure you come in and hit the like and share button. It is rude just to come in and not hit the thumbs up. You just get straight to the questions and to what you want, right? So don't be rude and do not ask questions without an investment of a super chat to show that you will invest in your knowledge, in yourself, and your financial education, right? It's common sense. It's not common sense, JR. It is not common sense because common sense is not common. But Maggie, to answer your question, that was a great buying opportunity in my opinion. I think it is great. Anytime you see red, that represents blood on the streets, and it's always a great buying opportunity. Um, my philosophy is I always buy when it's on sale, when it's on in the red and not in the green. Hello, Monty. Hello, good evening, or well, good night, afternoon, all of the above, right? It's not common sense, JR, because you would not believe how the jab has distorted some people's mental capacity, and I'm saying it in a nice way. So what's common sense to the common people, and this I'm not taking a jab against anyone who has taken a jab, because I just got a phone call from a family member of someone who has the jab and that's dealing with severe health problems right now. So this is definitely not an aha moment or I told you so, or I was right, because I have family members and friends and loved ones, and that's having health repercussions now as a result, right? Um, and say it's raining in Chicago. What do you mean, physical rain or any other type of rain? So let's get into this. Let's get into this. As Jerome Powell spoke this week, and he said more than likely interest rates will rise, and Walmart and Amazon, big department store chains, grocery chains are saying that the shelves are empty, the prices are high, are hard. People, financial winter is coming as we transition into the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. And, I think people are going to see now that when I told them, they laughed at me when I mentioned the effects of radiation causing many people health issues. And the radiation was a result of the 5G towers that was installed. And the 5G towers that were installed were a result of our currency system changing from physical paper, fiat, fake currency to now a digitalized system. And as I see 222 people in, I want to make an announcement about 222. So stick around. But let me read this first, right? The future pandemic could be more lethal than the sea crisis. The future pandemic, according to this article, can be, most people thought that the worst was behind us, that this, their life was going to return back to normal, as Jerome Powell has told us, that we're never returning back to a normal economy ever again, meaning that we will see a different currency system, different employment system, different work system, robots, artificial intelligence replacing the job of people and humans. So the creators of the Oxford, the people that created the jab are saying this, is now warning. You all understand this? The creators of Zeneca is now warning that the professor, Sarah Gilbert, delivering the 44, pay attention to 44, lecture, said there needed to be more funding for the pandemic preparedness to prevent the advances made from being lost. She also has warned that vaccines could be least effective against the Omicron variant. Let me highlight this, and so you can see it. It's showing up in gray. However, I don't know if the number 4 does not mean death. The number 4 actually means physical creations. But 44 is a totally different number. I don't know if I'm going to break down numerology or gematria today or tonight, rather. But Dame Sarah added that people should be cautious until we know more about it. She said this will not be the last time a threat to our lives and our livelihood. The truth is, the next one sounds like, Fred Sanford, right? The next one could be worse. It could be more contagious or more lethal or both. We cannot allow a situation where we have gone through all we have gone through and then find the enormous economic losses have sustained mean that there is still no funding for the pandemic preparedness. How is there still no funding? All of these debt limits and ceilings are raised, and now they're saying there's no funding as government, right? As government has increased the debt ceiling to an all-time high, which will cause our prices of our everyday goods and services to increase. The more money in the debt ceiling is increased, the more it is taxed to the middle class and the poor working class. It's not taxed to the rich and wealthy because they know legal loopholes to avoid the tax laws. Now, Maggie B, there's a lot of people who has been breaking down this anagram for me, and I believe in not sharing information without revelation. And yes, Omicron, anagram, scrambled eyes is moronic. So what does that mean? I feel like being a teacher in the classroom right now because I want to tell people that it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the word moronic. Omicron is a small thing, and are cold-like symptoms. Most people don't know that it started. The first sign of this new variant started in Europe, and Europe was not shut down as a result. But now they're saying that it had it spread or derived from Africa. And remember when they were saying that about China, when President Trump was calling this the China virus, and they felt like that was discriminatory, but it's perfectly fine right now to say the South African virus, right? But it was in Europe first, and actually the 24% of the total population in Africa has been vaccinated. They have the lowest amount of deaths, right? The lowest amount of deaths than any other country. And the doctors and scientists there have come out publicly and said it's nothing more than symptoms of the common cold. But there's been things that the United States is reporting, like a cruise ship that landed in New Orleans. It's stating to have people with this new strand. And however, um, they're saying now that the jab, most people that have the jab is now getting this new jab, and getting this new strand. And like any other jab that you get, any other vaccine that you get a dose of whatever that virus or bacteria is in your body. So for the perfectly healthy people that got that may not be so healthy at this point. And again, I'm not on here to be like, aha, I told you so. This, that, and the other. I told you this was all about a financial system reset, because I have loved ones and family that I love that are near and dear to me that are having health repercussions as a result. Um, the variants are weaker than the original 99% recover, right? A lot of people did not do their research. A lot of people did not do their research, and for something that was created at warp speed, right? And so now media news is saying that, this pandemic can be more lethal than C-19. And that's, people, that's all a part of the plan, because the dollar has to bankrupt, and the dollar has to um, go through a reset, as our financial system globally will never be the same. So this additional article that the cruise ship with C-19 infections arrives in New Orleans. Norwegian cruise line at least 10 passengers and members that were infected with the C-19 dock and Sunday in New Orleans, where health officials, and people, you have to be fully jabbed to get on these ships, right? And so people was worsening with the spread of the Rona illness. So yeah, local outlets in New Orleans confirmed Norwegian had arrived in the city. The ship departed New Orleans on November 28th, and the health department said late Saturday the ship made stops in Belize, Honduras, and Mexico, and identified cases involved with people with symptoms of illness. And yeah, people tested positive, and in order to even take cruises now, you had to be fully fully jabbed. And with that being said, I've discussed about supply shortages with your food and also your over the counter uh, drugs. Now, pharmacy FDA confirms that more than 100 prescription drugs are now not available. So now there's a pharmaceutical shortage. So I have been coming to you all. Give me a second. Okay, I couldn't find my tab. I have been coming to you all, right? Telling you all to stock up on food and your that has long shelf life, and also, right, right, also, yeah, that Michael, that is so smart. You're right. I didn't think about that warp speed time travel. As Back to the Future 2 provides a lot of subliminal messages about cryptocurrency as well. And so, with that being said, let me see, can I find this article? So, the surge in hospital initial data for now South Africa stating that they were the ones to discover this strand, right? And now they are pretty much being blamed for the source of where it originated, but they actually discovered it. So, yeah, Omicron isn't fueling surge in hospitals. However, the first cases they're saying is was found in California. Always California, because you know that like Silicon Valley, California will be the hub of this new currency system reset. So places like California is definitely, or states like California, New York, that will lead the technology and economic system drive of what's going on in this economy. Have totally always usually are the first to bring up the point or to see cases, right? So with that being said, someone asks, is this a great buying time? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice, but guess what? I do have a conference, and it is the or a mastermind, um, a mastermind meeting, cryptocurrency meeting in Miami, and early registration as Ziza has the 222 is available now because the conference registration of 211 ends January 22nd of 2022. And so I'm the keynote speaker, the conference host, and speaker as well is Mr. E.T., a very powerful businessman that makes business move and also explains it from a biblical perspective as well. Is the host and the speaker as well. Of course, I'm the keynote speaker, and other speakers will be there. So there is an early bird special of $211.11 that ends on January the 22nd of 2022. And guess what? We're not the only speakers at this event. I'm just in the process of getting someone, because I spent some time on it tonight and uploaded some things, but I'm not the only speaker that will be presenting. So you definitely want to be there in the Florida or surrounding areas. Other speakers for this event consist of Mr. Gregory James. He's a radio talk show host, social justice influencer, pastor, and financial educator as well, right? So he's one of, also will be the panel that will you know, be there so you can learn more about this cash to crypto movement. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. Yes, another speaker, another guest speaker is going to come there because some people may be interested in converting their cryptocurrency into tangible assets. And so we have Dr. Stephen Akintoya, Akintoya. So I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's an international real estate developer, author, right, and big business magnate. Author and business magnate. So people, you can go directly to 1111 million. That's four ones. MillionaireMoves.com. A very powerful conference. Again, only $211. You can click on that link to register. That early bird special ends January the 22nd. We also, and again, this website is in the process of getting updated, or will be in the process of getting updated. We'll have a yacht experience as well. And so the yacht experience will involve a little more. Let me pull that pricing up for the yacht experience so you all can see that pricing in the early bird special. So all of this, I'm really talking about this prematurely, but all of this will be available.
Talk about the original purpose and plan of God. Let's talk about what God.
Okay, that came in the sound bite, and so this yacht experience early bird special that's not available to purchase right now on the website. Definitely should be by no later than Wednesday. It's 4/11. If you want to include the Millionaire Moves workbook, the Millionaire Moves and Shakers mixer, the bonus Millionaire Moves Miami yacht party, and the yacht experience. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add the 4/11 to the website as I log off. I just want to give you all this quick live stream to let you know that this economy globally is transitioning from cash to crypto. And in 2022, you're going to see the biggest wealth transfer and the biggest poverty transfer both at the same time. So with the supply chain issues, not only is the monetary system changing, but there will be a shortage of foods and items at the grocery stores alike, you know, globally. Globally. And so healthcare workers are also protesting against the jab, right? So people that work in the health field that are seeing hands on um, what we or people that's not working in the fields are able to really see, experience hands on to know if what the media is saying is accurate, right? And so that's my short update. Early bird special for the yacht experience. I will update that. So if you want to be a part of that, that's the dates again on March 18th and the 19th of March of 2022. And, March is technically the new year in the Hebrew, Greek calendar, and that's the biblical calendar, not the Gregorian calendar that we see. The Gregorian calendar celebrates the new year in January, but it is official, the Bible calendar, the Bible dates that we operate off of the new year is in the spring and in March, right? So that's the update. Um, oh yeah, drugstores, shortages, also daycare. I spoke to someone on the phone that says daycares are suffering for not having workers, which is going to affect the children. Tyrone, the use of, I won't read that. I don't want my video to get less views and flag, but you all can read that for yourself, right? I can't answer that for you. Healthcare, two things in a recession that always thrive seems to be the healthcare industry. And guess what? Educational institutions, they never suffer financially, any financial loss, right? During recessions, during recessions. So drugstores across the United States are struggling to cope because of low staffing levels, combined with the surging jab demand. And you still have people that's going out and getting the jab. I believe if everybody do their research and due diligence, then do what's best for you, right? I feel like I'm doing what's best for me and my health and my daughter's health. And if you feel like you're doing the same by taking a jab, then let's just pray that all is well, right? For both parties, whether you're for it or against it, let's just pray all ends well, right? So drugstores are being severely affected by labor shortage. Low staffing levels have been reported amid a surge in the demand for the vaccine, according to this news, right? And the situation has left remaining workers feeling burnt out. And that is true. When you are tired, whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, it is much easier for you to get sickness, right? Especially if you're in a situation where you are surrounded by people who are ill. And that's why even those healthcare workers who are still in the field definitely need to have their rest, not get extended hours or over workload because that breaks down your immune system as well, right? Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you all, that's my quick update. This time I kept it under 30 minutes. So yay, 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 yay. And again, the website for Early Bird is 1111millionairemoves.com. If you need more cash flow to invest in crypto or more cash for crypto, right? Text HBB to 254-788-1144. And also, I had a Millionaire Moves virtual conference. If you want to know, say, Queen, I don't want to wait till March. I want to get some insider information now. You can go to the website. That's 11millionairemoves.com. Over 4 hours of training via video to help you and assist you is available there. So again, the Millionaire Mastermind meeting in Miami website is 41111 millionairemoves.com. You need more cash for crypto or just need more cash because you're in negative cash flow. Text HBB to 254-788-1144. If you want 4 hours of training available via video from my Millionaire Moves virtual conference, visit the website and purchase that video information, download on the website 11millionairemoves.com. So I have you covered. All you have to do is take action for yourself, right? So how big can you think, right? How big can you think? Magnify your mind. Let's think on a bigger level. Think bigger, be bigger. Uh, Manifest with your mouth. Do not be ensnared by your mouth, according to Proverbs 6:2. And the power of life and death is in your tongue. Multiply your money. Matthew 25 shows us and teaches us that if you don't multiply your money, it is going to be, even if you save it, You are damned into hell. And hell, people, not an external place, but hell on earth. The servant who saved his money and did not multiply it. In Matthew 25, the master returned after a long time, and said, "You are cast into outer darkness where there is weeping and gnashing of teeth." So that's hell on earth. He was not down to an external hell, but hell on earth. If you do not multiply your money, Matthew 25. But the servants who multiplied their money, guess what? More was given to them. And the ones that did not multiply, the one was taken away. Right? So invest. You should not always be working for money. Your money should work for you and maximize your mission in life. According to Deuteronomy 28:11, you should be blessed, people, to be a blessing. The Bible says, "I come that you may have life and that you have it more abundantly." Maximize your mission to live an abundant life on this earth. On this earth. Go to the website so you can learn how to do that and learn more about cash to crypto at 11111millionairemoves.com. Again, those early bird specials in January 22nd of 2022. Queen out. You all be safe and be blessed.